A couple years ago, our family decided to trade lake life for salt life. So, with very little sailing experience, we sold everything and bought a 58-foot catamaran. This is how it's going. Our house had been on the market for almost a year. We were actually starting to worry that it wasn't going to sell. But we knew if it did, everything was going to happen really fast. Which it did. We got the offer in late November. We spent December packing and organizing, and of course Christmas. And the first 2 weeks of January, we had Weston's birthday. We moved out of and sold our house, and we had the survey and sea trial. By February 1st, we closed on the boat. Brent did a quick guys trip before we rented an Airbnb for 2 weeks while we moved onto the boat. All right, so we are from the Gainesville, Ocala area, and the boat is actually in Fort Lauderdale. That's about a 5-hour drive one way, and I cannot tell you how many times we have made that drive. And by we, I mean Brent. The boat was not at a liveaboard slip, which is why we had to rent the house. And our time at the vacation rental was far from a vacation. The kids would stay with Grandma during the day, which was great, honestly. And we went to the boat to clean and unload and unpack and organize, not just our personal belongings, but all the crap that we were accumulating from these endless trips to West Marine and every other marine shop in Fort Lauderdale. Not to mention Walmart and Amazon, of course. There were tons of spare parts and filters and lubricants and pumps and gaskets and new tools and lines, because you can't say ropes on a boat, I guess. I don't know. Fishing gear and harnesses and flares and EPIRBs. We needed new dishes and bedding and medications. Organization bins, and then all of your storage is like in the floor, which is an adjustment by itself. We also did a captain's training course during that 2 weeks, where 2 captains came on board and we went through the whole boat. We opened up every hatch, and we actually have a ton of storage, by the way. We went over all the different systems and where everything is located, basic maintenance of the water maker and the generator and the engines. We did some close quarter maneuvering, docking, some knot tying. Brent went up and down the mast a few times, things like that. Plus, we had a lot of other stuff going on in the background. Like we were trying to schedule the dinghy guy, the fire extinguisher, service people, the water maker guy. We had to schedule our refit in April. We were transferring ownership of all these different accounts, like the Ghost security system and the PepWave. We were trying to set up our Starlink, and we also had to handle all the Coast Guard paperwork. And we were trying to get insurance at the same time, which was a pain in the ass, by the way. We finally got to a stopping point, and we took the whole family out for a day trip. It was a beautiful day, and everyone loved it. Everyone except for me, of course. Yeah, this is the point where I begin to question my choices in life. I get seasick. I get seasick bad. I do better with medication, but honestly, this is just something that I am learning how to deal with.
أنا نزلت المات. أنا أنا تعرف المات.
Higher. A little bit higher. Alright, that's good. Ario! Ario! Good?
Yeah. Mom, take a picture of me for Jake.
The Miami International Boat Show happened to be the weekend before we left, so Brent and I went and hung out for the day. This show is so huge that we were not able to see everything we wanted, but we did talk to the ghost security people, and we walked through the exhibit hall and came home with a new paddleboard. We had an extremely productive 2 weeks, and I seriously cannot believe how much we got accomplished. So at this point, we just needed to get the rest of the rental house packed up, get groceries. Yes, I know it's called provisioning. We're not there yet. And we had to get the vehicles to long-term parking at the airport. And then we hope to set sail for the Keys by noon the next day.